Just before we start, I'd like to just remind people that we will do this interview segment by segment, and at the end of every segment, you will have an opportunity to ask a question to Mr. John Gokongwei Jr. There will be people walking around with microphones, so if you have a question, feel free to ask a question, but Mr. John Gokongwei Jr.'s request, no questions about politics, please. Let me begin by asking you this. When you were starting out at 15, did you have any idea that you will be this successful today?
I thought I would be successful in Cebu, but I never dreamed I would be successful in the Philippines, with the whole Philippines, you know. But to achieve to be in the top 5 or top, you know, that was out of my mind. I just wanted to be top in Cebu. But after that, I wanted to achieve something in Manila, so I went to Manila.
All right. What amazes me, though, is with your lineup of companies, you took on the big players in the industry, and now you are better than them in many ways. How did you achieve that?
Well, I have got good people running, like my son and my brother, and we have a good professional group running the divisions. And we have certain principles in the business. We're quite austere. No. Everything done in accordance with what is right. And we have budgets we try to hit. We always hit it. We've been lucky that we've been able to achieve, like taking over the airline business in the Philippines, real estate, we're in top 3, and all this. It takes time and devotion, you know.
When it was a family business,
yes.
Was it challenging? What were some of the challenges you had to face?
Well, a family business, you can run it without any reporting to the SEC and all that. You rely on your own family for help. And if they are a dedicated group, they will help you. That's what my family did. They did help in the initial stages, and that's what made the company grow.
All right. You also live by the quality of, as we heard earlier, hard work and being frugal in everything that you do. A lot of us, younger generations today, we work hard, we play hard, we spend all our money after the weekend. I mean, are we doing something wrong?
Frankly speaking, I'm not in favor of that. From my own lifestyle, I am on the conservative side. If I make $1, maybe I'll spend 20 cents to 50 cents. I'll keep 50. I won't borrow 10 cents to spend $1.10. You know. In the end, you never make it.
Which brings me to my next topic. You're talking about future business. How do you identify what's next? What the where the growth is? What business you're going to go into next?
That's where we're good at in the Philippines. We smell what's good. Smell.
Smell.
We dig in and we do a little research, and then we go in full blast and take over the market. You know.
Did you hear that? Take over the market. Take over the market. Okay, so we're going to open up the floor now very briefly for anyone who has questions for Mr. John Gokongwei Jr.
I tried working under my father for 3 years, and it was very, very difficult. And it's very heartening to hear that your son and your own experience with the family has been very successful and very positive. What are some of the key lessons that you try to pass on to your family or to your son within the company that will ensure success as we go forward? Thank you.
First, with my son, I'm totally honest with him. I don't keep anything that he doesn't know about. And we discussed things frankly, and if he doesn't like it, he tells me. But I said, when I'm still chairman, I'd like to have the last say. He agrees, but he's doing 99% with the work now. But if there's a decision to be made that, But we are very frank with each other. We don't keep any secrets. And that makes a lot of difference.
Okay, let's talk about doing business in the Philippines. It's always been, we hear this in the news all the time, one of the hardest places to start a business in the Philippines. Without getting into politics, how did you overcome?
We are in 6 countries. I see not a big difference among the 6 countries we're in. It's about the same. There are some countries that may be more difficult, but the Philippines is not that difficult, except for, people like to file lawsuits.
There are 10% or 11% now today, I think, of the Philippine population are working overseas as OFWs, as we refer to them, sending in money that fuels consumption, local consumption in the country. Do you think this is a sustainable economic model for the country?
Economic, I think it is sustainable, but it harms part of family life is hurt. But, just like the Irish potato famine in America, they broke up the families, went to immigrate to America, but there was famine at home. In the Philippines, maybe they cannot find any jobs, so they leave their families, but that's part of life. But as far as sustaining, it will be, I'm sure it will continue. We're delivering now about 30 billion a year in remittances.
But do you think these people are going to be better serving the country from inside the country, contributing that way instead of helping?
Yeah, we have enough industries. Our foundation is spending money on engineering schools because we are very weak in industries. We're good in labor, in BPOs, in call centers, but our industries are pretty weak. We have not been able to develop. I think you need more industries to at least curtail this curtail this immigration of workers abroad. We have now about 10% of our people working outside.
All right, speaking of developing these industries, so we have 15 million people in Manila on a daily basis, fully developed economy in Manila itself, in Cebu, in Baguio, and all these big cities. But do you see growth in other cities that has not been exploited yet?
Well,
will your company get into those?
No, we started with 1 mall. Now we have 32 malls. Even second tier cities. We're going to the 3rd tier. It's growing. People are do shopping now in malls, and the cities are booming because of export of labor, and the BPOs and call centers are being moved to the smaller cities now. Manila is full of. I think the last figure I saw is there are now 1 million people involved in BPOs. Yeah.
All right, we're going to open the floor again to anyone with a question to ask. Our Luminary awardee, Mr. John Gokongwei Jr. We have a question over there.
Hey, sir, may I ask you a question about the future? How do you see the role of a very large conglomerate like yours into ASEAN as the ASEAN Economic Community starts in a few months from now? What do you think are your strengths and possibly the challenges you will face in that opening of a much wider market of 600 million people? Thank you.
We are in 6 countries in the ASEAN, and we're doing very well. It's just as well as we're doing in the Philippines. That's why I say that the Philippines, they say it's hard to get in, but I think you try hard enough, you'll get in.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Mr. John Gokongwei Jr.
I wish to thank the Channel News Asia for honoring me. I'm very grateful, and it really makes me happy, and I think I can sleep tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.